Hello, welcome to Pro Mixing and Mastering. Let me show you how to do a professional mix by plugin placement. Take a listen to this.
I'm nobody, because of you. My life has turned around because of you. I don't do the things I used to do. You're my sweet melody, the song that I sing when I'm happy, cause you give me joy. You're the center of my life and nobody.
Very easy. Plugins play a big role, especially when you list your plugins in a proper way. So let's go ahead and check out group number 1. The way you list your plugins matters a lot. If you list your plugins in the wrong way, then your sound is gonna come out wrongly. That means you're not gonna get that professional sound that you're looking for. So this is how you do it. The first thing that you put a compressor that is able to give you gain and also be able to compress. What I'm trying to say is a compressor that will give you a proper volume instead of you adding a maximizer or plugins that are gonna raise up your volume. Just add one compressor that has volume, and that compressor is compressor de-esser. This compressor increases your volume or your gain as well as compressing. Then after using that compressor or placing that compressor on the first one, the second plugin that you put in your insert 2 or plugin number 2 should be your EQ. After your volume has been raised and compression has taken place, it's like a 2-in-1 by using compressor de-esser. And now you move on to an EQ. An EQ is used to cut or boost your frequencies, so you use that EQ, and the type of EQ that I can recommend is FabFilter Pro Q3. Then after that you move on to another plugin, which is Virtual Mix Rack. If you do not have Virtual Mix Rack, I recommend that you get yourself Virtual Mix Rack, because this is gonna save you a lot of time when it comes to mixing. And the first thing that you put in your Virtual Mix Rack is a compressor, a second compressor, and then you can go ahead by putting revival and also another EQ just to tame or control some of the parts, vocal parts which need control. This is how you list it. Once you are done with Virtual Mix Rack, you come to another EQ, which is an EQ or subtractive, or you can use it for adding. Like in my case, I'm using this EQ for boosting. All right, once you are done with that, you come to a saturation plugin, and the saturation plugin that you have is gonna work. So in my case, I'm using Voxider to saturate the vocals. Then from there, due to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you are gonna get, if you have a lot of S's, those S's are just gonna be heard even more. So how do you control? You add a de-esser. So this is our 6th plugin, de-esser, just to de-ess the places where the S's are too much. Then once you're done with that, put another compressor to like glue everything together. And once you have glued, in my case I'm using our compressor from Waves. Once you've glued everything, this compressor is not doing a lot of compression, just a little bit. As you can see, my ratio is 1.40, so just a little bit, just to glue everything up your vocal. And from there, or to help your vocals to be able to be consistent even more. And then from there, the last plugin that you have to use is a noise suppressor or a denoiser. I've seen a lot of producers putting a denoiser onto the first insert. That's not how you do it, because your vocals are just gonna change according to your plugin placement. So if you want to get proper sound, if you want to get a good mix, make sure you list your plugins in a proper way, in a professional way, just like this. Let your last plugin be a noise suppressor or a denoiser. Any denoiser that you have, if you know how to use it, then it will work for you. Noise suppressor NS1 is a very good noise denoiser. It doesn't require you, it's not complicated, it doesn't require you to tweak a lot of knobs. It just requires you to push this up or down to a place where noise cannot be heard, or floor noise cannot be heard. So I hope this has helped you. I'll see you in the next one.